Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Star Ladder I-League Invitational Season 3. I am Luminous and I'm going to be joined by Tsunami. And you are watching the Chinese qualifiers. This is Vici Gaming versus LGD Gaming. We are still in the upper bracket currently. And these are some of the top teams in China. Vici Gaming recently, well actually VCJ Storm has been doing well, but Vici Gaming did alright in the other qualifier, in the PGL qualifier. Whereas LGD, we haven't seen them play yet, so this is a fresh look from them. But off their recent 4th play finish, they should be looking pretty good here today. Tsunami, how are you doing?
Good. Can I grill you on rosters yet again?
Yeah.
See how much you've been studying? Okay,
I mean,
so
I don't
Gaming,
study.
Well, it's as good a time to learn as any. Vici Gaming actually threw out a lot of their old roster and out with the old and in with the new. So, do you know who is the last remaining member of their previous squad?
Fenrir.
That is technically correct, but not the answer I'm looking for. So Fenrir was, I guess, most recently he was on he was on VGJ, which was
With
before it was
FY.
Thunder or whatever.
Yeah.
Right. And so, technically this is his return to the main Vici Gaming squad. So, that's not the answer I'm looking for. The correct answer is actually Ori, their mid player.
Okay.
He was on the previous squad. And that squad had End on it, it had HYM on it, it had Chuan and Hao on it.
Yep. Let me just tell you that Ori is not running the show, even though he's on his own team right now. It will be Lanham.
I would be very surprised if he was.
I mean, no disrespect to Ori. He is actually one of the stronger mid players in China that is not really getting enough credit next to your Maybes and your, you know, all the other big names, Sakata and stuff like that. But he is actually quite good. Lanham, though, will be running the show. And Fenrir will be backing him up. We're going to get the Fenrir versus FY grudge match once again, if it's a grudge match. And the other big piece of, I guess, roster news is that FY is now a 3rd position player. So we've been seeing some 4th position players like Zai switching to that 3. And I think FY traditionally, when he plays 4, he plays it like pretty greedy. Like he eats up a lot of resources on the map. So I actually think a 3rd position would suit him even more so.
Yeah, it's, I guess, a big part of the reason of how so many 4 players have, not necessarily 4 players, but the 4 position in general has changed. It's not as sacrificial as it used to be, I guess prior to, I guess even like before 7.0 in general. Like 4 position has become far more important than ever before in Dota in these most recent months, and so FY has still like been very versatile in that position, but I think he has been definitely shining in an off-lane role just as much.
I do appreciate 011 changing his tag to Young 11. Even though
Yeah, what's up with that?
I don't think he's getting any younger.
Him and the Chicken Man, they had something going.
Ooh, we got a Winter Wyvern here, and who knows? Is this a support or is this a off lane?
No, this is the support.
We've been seeing Ice running Wyvern in the off lane. I mean, support Winter Wyvern is quite good against Legion Commander. You have multiple ways to make LC cry, whether it's Co-Embrace or Winter's Curse, and have, you know, LC get focused and whatnot. We shall see.
Yeah, I'm putting my money on support, and I am putting my money on it being a response pick to Legion Commander, which I have been... We saw Oracle a handful of times yesterday, and much like Oracle, I think Wyvern is one of those heroes that are geared towards countering specific things. You can't just pick them like Crit and be like, yeah, Wyvern's a great hero all the time, because that's not the case. Wyvern's pretty bad a lot of the time. In lane, she's a tanky support, but also not the best at harassing these days. Yeah, Arctic Burn is irritating, but you can't really get kills with that. It'll just force an offlaner to use their shrine and stuff like that. And so, if you're using it as a response pick, that makes me more optimistic.
Ooh,
and
okay.
an anti-mage for LGD's carry.
I think this is a pretty good AM game. Normally, LC is considered as an AM counter, but you got the Winter Wyvern as backup, so you don't have to worry too much about that. Earth Spirit and Lich, I don't think they do enough. I mean, Earth Spirit could silence the anti-mage, but that's until he gets Mantisile, and then he gets rid of that problem as well. And finally, he's got the built-in magic immunity, or rather, the built-in magic resistance against Necrofalls. And of course, AM's so good against Necrofalls on the offensive department, so this is quite good of a AM game considering the first 4 picks. I wonder if there's a good punish pick that could come out from Vichy.
Can I give an opposite reaction to every one of those?
Sure,
heroes?
sure.
Okay, I'm going to be the contrarian here. So Lich, all you really need to do is send him to go ice armor a building, and all of a sudden anti-mage's split pushing potential gets cut down substantially. So that's one factor. Necro, yes, anti-mage will be great at burning mana, but at the same time, anti-mage is not a diffusal builder for obvious reasons, and hence cannot really deal with Necro's Ghost Shroud. Also, Reaper Scythe can provide a lot of setup for other stuff, like an Earth Spirit Stun or a Legion Commander Duel. And then, yeah, so Legion Commander Duel and Earth Spirit Silence, those are the other 2 heroes, which you did mention, but yeah, it's the other side of the coin where anti-mage does not have a great time against any of these heroes.
I don't see it, man. I think if AM gets, like, let's say a decent timing on his Treads Battle Fury, let's say 15 minutes, I think he's going to run away with the game. Now, that's predicated on the fact that the last pick won't counter him too hard, which...
Yeah, which I see LGD has banned out Void, which I think is a wise ban.
And a Bloodseeker
being the other ban. Okay, I think those are both definitely in the intention of protecting anti-mage, which is basically what all the game is now for LGD, is just making sure the anti-mage is a good game.
Right. Shaker, well, we don't know whether that's a 4 or a 3, as LGD does have that EG strat, and I'm not saying it just because of the Winter Wyvern pick, but right now LGD
could be an offline.
Yeah, they're hiding their draft extremely well in terms of where these heroes are going. And this is going to be a Viper, so things should be a little bit more clear now. Viper mid, Puck off lane, Shaker on the 4, Wyvern on the 3. And
Wyvern on the 5.
Sorry. I hope.
You
I
really
wish.
got that offlane Wyvern
Yeah, I
I
wish.
see that.
I wish you get a Wyvern on the 3.
10 seconds remaining.
But here we go. Vichy Gaming looking for a mid that could shut down the AM. Any hero that pop up in your mind right now?
You don't think Necro's gonna be mid?
He can be. Yeah, I guess if you want to do like something like a Troll Warlord from the safe lane that could pressure towers a little bit, that would be decent.
Maybe. Void would have been a really good pick, so it's smart that they banned out Void. Aside from that, it's kind of tough to think of something that can deal with anti-mage.
Here we go. Huskar.
You may now select
I don't think this is a good Huskar game.
No, this is a terrible Huskar game.
Winter's Curse is quite good against Huskar because, well, you curse them, and yeah.
So, I guess the idea is they want... Well, no, because Huskar... So, sometimes, like, at level 1, Huskar has a slight advantage on Viper, but that advantage goes down the drain quickly, because Nether Toxin is effectively a hard counter to Berserker's Blood.
I think Huskar's safe
Berserker's
lane.
Blood's like... Yeah, I know, but that's what I'm saying, like, I don't understand the pick, because the only reason I would give it credit is if the Huskar was going mid, but he's not. And so, if he's not going mid, then he's gonna get destroyed by Viper as the game progresses, because... Like I said, Nether Toxin, it boosts your physical damage, and Huskar likes being on low HP, Viper likes you being on low HP. This is not a comfortable game to be a Huskar.
Yeah, I agree with you. But in terms of protecting the Huskar, you got things like Frost Armor and Press the Attack. There's quite a bit of healing, and of course Ori could provide a little bit more with the Necrophos. So there's some stuff there to keep the Huskar alive. And
I guess
this is
even
more
how,
like
how does the Huskar deal damage? Because you've got to deal with Corrosive Skin on the Viper, you've got to deal with Spell Shield on the Anti-Mage, and that's... I mean, Huskar is a lot of magic damage with Burning Spheres and Life Break.
Yeah. I think the Huskar pick is a response to the Winter Wyvern, because Winter Wyvern technically keeps people alive with the Co-Embrace, but you still could apply the Fire Dot on heroes, which is going to be pretty relevant. And then... also, I think like Shaker as a hero doesn't do too well against Huskar, especially when you're playing a non-core Shaker position, so you don't have that big burst of physical damage. It's an okay Huskar game, I think.
The Cold Embrace counter was one thing, but typically when you're looking for Cold Embrace counters, the two go-tos that I see more often, or the three go-tos, I guess. I guess there are many, but the one that come to mind immediately are OD, because you can build up a lot of int stacks off of a Cold Embrace target, and then Slark, you can build up a lot of Essence Shift targets. Or you can go to like any hero that builds up stacks like Ursa Fury Swipes or Troll Warlord Fervor. Those are the more traditional counters. Huskar Burning Spears, yeah, kind of works, and you'll be able to damage them through the Cold Embrace, but it's still, like, Huskar also does not have the best range until he gets that 25 talent, which, whoa, plus 100 range, that changes everything.
I mean, he's got all the range he needs, he just jumps in, dude.
30 seconds.
Yeah, as long as the rest of the enemy team isn't like, oh hey, it's a Huskar who gets countered by the rest of our team.
Oh, LGD.
What are they gonna do against anti-mage as well? Because I was hoping that a carry would be able to do something against anti-mage, but Huskar is not great at dealing with AM at all.
Yeah, it seems like they're saying, okay, we're not gonna beat you late. We're gonna try to put a ton of pressure on the anti-mage early, and Huskar is a hero that technically on paper will be doing that. Looks like we're gonna see a little bit of late lane switch coming out here. Young 11 will be going to the bottom lane against that tri-lane. Meanwhile, FY playing that off-lane puck is really gonna have one of the toughest lane thrown at him. Huskar Lich. This is some new age cancer right now.
Yeah, that's brutal. Even a puck can't deal with that.
Okay, I'm gonna start the lane on the mid position, or the mid lane rather. If you're gonna force kills on Viper, this is the time to do it now before he gets that the corrosive skin. So good amount of harass coming in against maybe, but he won't die or anything. FY though, oh my goodness. Nope. Goodbye. FY got his 2 share tango given to him, and he needs it. Meanwhile, bottom lane here, 11. Ooh, the fissure a little bit off the mark, but he's also having quite a bit of a rough time.
Yeah, they're very invested on, I guess, zoning out the puck, because Paparazzi is like, he doesn't even really care about farming right now. He just wants to make sure FY can't get anything initially. So I'm thinking that maybe they're gonna let Huskar and Lich just soak up a few levels, and then after that they're gonna give the lane to Legion Commander and start bullying the anti-mage instead, because you can't match the pace with an anti-mage in a tri-lane as a Huskar. You're gonna lose at all stages of the game.
Another way they could do it is once you give Paparazzi enough of a lead in the lane where he, let's say, have power threats. I think the Lich could just leave, right? Power threats with Huskar could just solo zone out a puck, and then the Lich could just go bottom and take away anti-mage's experience and whatnot. Lich going for a bounty rune currently. And Viper, I think, has a lane matchup advantage against Ori here, as first blood is missed. My apologies. Looks like it was off a pretty good block, and they were able to just run down the LC.
Yeah, I mean, it's very difficult to stay alive as an LC here, but yeah. I wonder when maybe he's gonna start putting points in Crow. Okay, he just now does. Because, wow, he's been really aggressive on that.
Damn.
Now. Shaker.
That's a kill.
Sure.
One more. Ghost Shroud? No Ghost Shroud available. There is a hasted Earth Spirit, but he doesn't want to really commit for the kill. Alright, LGD. Winning at least 2 out of the 3 lanes.
No points in Ghost Shroud is a ballsy move. I mean, you think you have the advantage, but once Death Pulse is down, then
That was an interesting move by FY. He orbed in. I thought he was just orbing for harass, but then he jawned towards the other side. I think he would have been fine under the tower. Or maybe he thought he was going to die to the Fire Spirit dot anyway, so went in for a little bit more.
Now Wyverns come up to the top lane. Paparazzi doesn't really care at this point. Lich is left.
Yep.
And he's about to hit level 4 in this Huskar, so he's not really out-leveling too heavily the Puck, because Puck is level 3 as well. but still, Burning Spear Harass is so irritating.
Yeah, I don't think these two heroes actually do anything against Paparazzi, especially when he's got that early point to Inner Vitality. You can sit here and just tank the harass and begin running at them whenever he feels like it. Rolling in, yeah. Ooh, nice two-man stun coming in. Lineup already going for that secondary kill. The fire gonna get the first one done. FY does have orb available. He's actually gonna go for it. My goodness. A couple more right click. Magic stick gets used. Has the Inner Vitality. Oh, this is not a good sign for LGD. FY juking the trees right now. Has phase available. He does get off the phase and get off the kill. FY not messing with them. Still juking. He's got the orb. Goes through the other direction. FY still alive. People are wondering whether he can play the offlane position. Yes, he can. He's taking a lot of damage from these creeps. Can't get off the aggro. What a block from Victoria. And FY just juking and kiting. Gets off 2 kills. Alright. Meanwhile, Lich also dies to the bottom side. Okay.
Yeah, anti-mage has been quietly zoning out the other 2 heroes.
There's no way a puck should do that much, right?
No, not unless we got them patented phase boots up and running. With just a null talisman, no, I definitely don't expect a puck to do that much at level 4. Or level 3. It was level 3 before that fight.
Yeah, he was just like juking and jiving, using that orb, using the phase. Mid lane here, Viper gets rolled on. Don't have his ultimate just yet, but does have the infused raindrops. And looks like he's gonna pop a shrine with a couple allies.
Things are going very well for LGD, and even before that puck like shenanigan took place, because that was just a bonus. Because so far the Huskar lane has not been as dominant as it should have been, at least given the lane setup that they had. Because if they wanted Huskar to just farm, then they could have sent him against the anti-mage, and you would have been just fine there. Burning Spears doesn't cost any mana; it costs HP.
Yeah, I think they really wanted the Huskar to get off a good lane, and he is doing quite okay in the CS department, but Viper is just really ahead. Meanwhile, Lanham, looking to escape here, is on a cliff, but do they know? It seems like they do know. Yeah, FY is giving vision.
Yeah, he is. But they can't reach him.
I mean, they have another orb in a second.
There we go. Oh, hey. He has a roll.
They have fissure the whole time. Victoria wanted to give the kill to the carry, but then
always gotta secure it. And plus, freaking roll has like a long animation. Usually you can cancel it.
But they didn't have vision, right? So
no, he definitely had vision. I was on dire vision specifically just to see when they didn't, and he saw him rolling.
Okay. Oh.
Victoria? Maybe I'm just spoiled by dogfights. Big plays yesterday as now Arctic Burn on the bot lane.
Yep, that is gonna be another kill. Victoria on a killing spree. Missing out that 1 kill, but immediately answering right back. I mean, Viper is up by like, you know, almost 20 CS, like 15 CS over the mid laner. Anti-mage is farming amazingly. And even this puck is getting into action. I don't know about this draft from Vici. It just might look like an early GG.
Yeah, because your saving grace typically is like, oh, well, at least my core is farming, but your core is a Huskar. And I don't know at what point, if any point, as now... Oh, okay, well, I guess that helps.
Yeah, great initiation from Lanham. Rolled in, got off the silence to begin with, and then follow up with the kick. And then the Fire Spirit DPS. Fissure coming on the mid lane here. Necrophos in the trees. Frost Armor applied already. And Yao waiting patiently. Looking to fly in.
They have another Fissure in 5 seconds. But this tower is going down. Viper has maxed out Nether Toxin, so it's quite a bit.
Bottom lane making a go on LC. Very, very low, but here comes Paparazzi. Ooh, looking for the jump. Not gonna find it. Passes the Inner Vitality to the his ally. And FY is behind enemy lines. Does have that face boot again. We've been seeing a lot of face boot pucks. Uh-oh.
Yeah, but no Orb of Venom this time.
Whew.
Bounce out. Yeah, I guess Soul Ring is just the thing now, because he also has this Mango. So, it's the off-lane build, I suppose. Someone had said that this is like a thing that was picking up momentum in FPL games recently. It's just more and more Soul Rings on puck. And it's a fine item, because more often than not, like, Puck isn't really worried about getting to low HP, and once you get that Veil, your HP regen is pretty solid, that you don't need to concern yourself with losing HP, but yeah, it's definitely picking up steam.
Meanwhile, the Viper pick on the mid lane definitely coming in handy. Over 30 CS advantage on Necro. Tower advantage as well. If this was an OpenAI game, you know, it's already victory for Somnus.
Dude, God help us when OpenAI comes up with a Viper bot. That's like, Shadow Fiend bot is like intentionally gimping itself, but a Viper bot is just disgusting.
Yeah, it really is. It's not much you could do. Paparazzi trying to jungle up. Does have the armlet already finished, but I think he's looking to have at least the Halberd before he could actually lead the team to push. At least against, you know, a couple of heroes defending behind it.
Well, let's see if he gets the time to farm it, as there's a smoke up by LGD. They see Ori. They have a fissure to start it off.
TP out. Any way to cancel that TP? No. Victoria, I think the fissure kind of blocked his own path to walk in.
He couldn't go in that way. He had to go around.
FY, uh-oh. Ooh, nice phase, but the kick is gonna get him. He's gonna jump towards it. Yes, he is. The jump is available, and the jump is coming in. FY, nice phase, biding a little bit of time. They got the heal. And Paparazzi, he's gonna not apply the fire because he's under the tower. Now, in fact, he might be going down. FY going right back in. He's got the phase. He's got double phase, rather. And now, Lanham's gonna go down as well. FY just baiting the Jesus out of them.
Yeah, even with more points and spears, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, Winter Wyvern, Cold Embrace is a lot of heal. Even though you can keep stacking it up, either the target was, like, guaranteed dead to begin with or without the Cold Embrace, or you completely lost your kill potential because the Wyvern rotated. Very rarely is Huskar comfortable just, like, pouring spears into a target.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Oh, I guess saving grace here if your Vichy is that
Radiant structure.
Ame is not exactly having the best timing on his Battle Fury. In fact, he's now thinking about going back to power threats. But honestly, his team is doing so well that he doesn't need to have a good Battle Fury timing.
Radiant's bottom tower
Yeah,
is under
I'm not
attack.
really too concerned about that. Especially because they're gaining a lot of map control as well, so anti-mage doesn't need to feel too nervous whenever he's farming underneath his jungle. They've taken the mid tier 1, LGD now finishes off the bottom tier 1, and that's a lot of room for an anti-mage to feel safe farming.
Yeah, meanwhile, FY just nuking out this wave on the mid lane. He's got that soul ring, so mana is not an issue. And all he needs to really do is slow down this push. And there you go. That's the whole wave dead. And meanwhile, it's actually Viper just pushing bottom. Cold Embrace on the creep, tanking it up. I don't know. This is, Vici needs to do something really fast. Great ward, I think he has spotted out a smoke coming out from Vici.
Yeah, I don't know if that one did. I think they smoked, like, in the mid lane-ish area, but they're going in, but TP's already done.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Alright. Despite having a Huskar,
Dire are scanning.
right now Vici is down 2 tower.
And 5 kills and 4k net worth.
Yeah. Questionable draft. Puck buys.
I do love a pocket Huskar every once in a while, but there's a time and a place for it, and I'm still struggling to see what Vici Gaming were going for, aside from their Lich Huskar lane, but you don't need a Huskar for that. Like, Lich by himself plus anything usually wins the lane.
Maybe it's unfair to kind of blame it on the Huskar. Like, Huskar was the only one that won his lane. The rest of the team
Dire's middle tower
just struggled on the mid and safe lane respectively, so.
structures are fortified.
Yeah, that is true, but like, anti-mage isn't doing that great either, and so if you had a core that is more useful than the Huskar in, like, the 13-minute phase against this enemy LGD team, then, oh, roll in.
Well, Lanham, I don't know about that one. Lanham's gonna just be dead.
Viper, no.
He's getting some heal here, but he just dies. That Fisher even blocks off the Huskar. In fact, maybe he doesn't even care. Maybe he wants to actually fight this.
Huskar?
They have a coil available if they want to use it right here. Coil only hits 1. And Paparazzi breaks a coil, does have the heal from Young 11. But he'll be fine. But hey, anti-mage now is playing catch-up.
And they have to stay and defend this. The tower's really low HP. Viper has this Dragon Lance, and Nether Toxin is so effective against towers even with this Frost Armor. Oh
Okay.
wow, nice deny.
Top tower has been denied.
Don't think LGD really cares. All they want to do is make space on the map, apply some pressure on Vici, and anti-mage will eventually carry this. Actually, I think he will get his like 15-16 minute battle fairy, despite how bad the game has been for him. Fenrir gonna get healed up.
Dude, you love this as a carry player. You love all this space creation.
Oh, for sure. Oh, he's not even
Oh,
taking
man.
the health talent. He's not even worried, dude.
You shouldn't be worried.
20 damage. And just watch anti-mage farm.
It's soothing. It's very zen. And Power Treads is it's like an underrated item as a stopgap. Like a lot of times I'll see Vlad's anti-mage as like a stopgap as a roll on the top lane, silence.
Yeah, they have Winter's Curse. Could use it right here, right now, if they want to. They blow up Lanham. Paparazzi getting focused down by Viper. You talked about the counter, and that's pretty much all it is. On the left side, 11's on the run. Lich is gonna get pounded down. Oh, okay. Chain Frost is doing some work. Ori comes in, trying to clean up this fight. They still have Winter's Curse.
Yeah.
Well, they won't use it. And now anti-mage. Oh, if you burn a couple of his mana. Ooh, Ghost Shroud keeping his life up a little bit. FY just hanging around, messing with them. Phases to heal, of course. Mana Void is available. Big Mana Void. Lanham comes in and takes some of that damage. Okay, the heal on Victoria. I think Victoria will still die, but Ame? Ooh, everyone pointing out Victoria. It's gonna make it home, and now the curse. Gonna take him down. Yao. On a double kill. Who isn't playing well in LGD right now? It seems like everybody's playing well.
Everyone's playing well, but FY is playing exceptionally well. So in that kill attempt on the Necro, he used his Illusory Orb to get damage, and then he orbed onto this cliff, which they don't have any ward there, so he was providing high ground vision just in case any Vici Gaming members rotated in from the Shrine, which Earth Spirit did, and I imagine it's that vision that Puck was providing that allowed them to survive that Magnetize.
Well, if you're Vici Gaming, you only got one choice, which is to go, right? You have a Huskar, so they're gonna bang their head on
Take a
this.
tier 1.
Yeah, okay.
That's okay.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
Wyvern promptly TPs out after tossing a parting Splinter Blast, and Paparazzi's pretty low. It's very, you don't really know what to do as a Huskar in this situation because you don't want to heal because then you lose a lot of damage. But at the same time, you don't want to stay low because if Viper randomly shows up, you're going to die in like 2 attacks.
Yep. Also, Winter's Curse is available. Still hasn't used it in the last team fight.
Yeah.
Radiant structures are fortified.
They're working on this tier 2 right now. Meanwhile, Puck
Tower is
pressuring the tier 2. In fact, Puck might actually get this tier 2 around the same time that Vici gets it. And that would be a big victory for LGD. Puck already has his goal for the Blink Dagger.
And Shaker already has Blink Dagger completed. He's smoked up, looking for his opening.
Oh, they're pinging out Paparazzi. They want him dead. Fissure to start things off. Echo Slam? Nope, not even necessary. Chain Frost. Pharaoh runs to throw it. Now force that forward. Maybe. Ooh, nice dodge here from Young 11. And that should be a good retreat. Victoria does have one more Blink Fissure available. I think they're going to get Finroar here.
Bonk.
Run.
He's scooting.
Run,
He's
Lich.
scooting away.
Oh, no. That long range attack. This Lich is fast. Okay. Juking through the trees.
Oh.
Finroar making a play. Enchant Totem. Oh, they have vision on him. Oh! He's out.
Yeah. That was a speedy little Lich.
Yeah.
He didn't even have his Tranquil Boots completed.
Just
But,
that
I mean,
base.
Still, like, you're seeing the issue with Viper versus Huskar right now. There's no reason why your carry should die like that, but when it's this kind of matchup, you can't really be surprised. There's really long-range initiation from the Earthshaker, who didn't even blink him. All they did was commit a fissure, and
Yep.
LC thought that they would have enough, but when you're at like 20% HP to begin with, you don't really have much time to keep a Huskar alive.
That was the issue that you painted out, right? If you stay too low, you just get pwned.
Right.
And if you have too high of an HP, then you don't push quickly enough. 0-11 looking for his first duel. And of course, first duel victory. I think Wyvern is the target you really want to go for, but look at Yao's positioning. He's just relatively safe. Viper in the front line here, and they're going to burn down. Yep, that's going to be another dead Huskar. Moving forward, maybe gets a Lich before the Chain Frost comes out, or he does get the 1 kill. Lanham in a lot of trouble. They do get the puck kill. Ori looking to pour it out. They have Curse. They will cancel the TP. And Ori, I don't know about this one. Ame comes in, standard anti-mage. Teamfight cooperation. Mana Void.
Contribution.
Bang. There you go. That was the word I was looking for.
Typical anti-mage team fight contribution.
That is the meme.
That is the meme,
yeah.
And it's a meme for a reason, because that's all you need to do. You have your mid player make an ocean of space for you for the first 17 minutes or so, and then you're like, hey, guess what? The enemy carry is directly countered by you.
Yeah. For those that are new to Dota, this game is effectively over. Would you disagree? Or are we supposed to be that non-caster bias? Oh, what can Vichy Gaming do here?
I would do that if this series were more important, but right now it's...
They could hit the GG button. That's what they could do.
Yeah. Well, they can go for Roche.
Okay.
So that's optimistic. They can also get scanned out promptly by LGD.
Now, yesterday we did see a team, like, in the lead really, really hard. And then they threw it up, so... Maybe?
But they had teamfight ultimates, they had Ravage and stuff like that. This team does not have any big ultimates like that. They have Chain Frost and that's about it.
Well, Vichy Gaming not gonna get this Roche either. Paparazzi's gonna go right back in though. Trying to force something to happen.
Curse, and they're all so clumped. If Puck gets a good Dream Coil, then you have all the time in the world to land a perfect curse.
Alright, a little bit of D-Ward. Jostling for map control here. And meanwhile, anti-mage says, yeah, you guys do you. I'm gonna finish my Manta style. Good stuff.
Went for the blink cooldown, I like it.
Oh, he went for the mega farming, right? Like, blink cooldown, the damage.
Right. The pure greed.
Oh, yeah, he's not even worried about the Roche fight. Just straight up ports to the bottom.
That's actually pretty ballsy.
Yeah.
I respect that play. The confusing thing is that the bot tier 2 is already taken, but I guess if he goes all the way to the top tier 2, he might get rotated by...
I mean, he saw the creep wave with like 6 range creeps. He's in there.
Yeah, that's true. It's a lot of experience.
Paparazzi. Just being slowed down, being bashed by Roche as well. Oh, Venver goes for the warding. All of the sentries being de-warded. Viper just sits in the front. Defensive force staff is gonna be there. Looks like Anti-Mage is looking to join this fight. He's got that 1 second blink CD, remember? Lanham gonna go down to the Viper. Viper is not even worried at all.
Anti-Mage wanted to go to the Ancients. That's what he wanted to do.
LGD is winning this game 4v5, and Ame is just the insurance plan. Alright, Paparazzi goes right back in. And LGD don't need to take Roche themselves. All they have to do is not give Roche to Paparazzi.
They are strangled right now. There's like no right answer, because if you go push, then LGD is going to push faster than you with an anti-mage and a Viper. If you go team fight, you're also going to lose, because right now LGD have items that are much better for initiating team fights. They've got the Blink Dagger on the Shaker, they've got now the Blink Dagger on the Puck, they've got the Manta Style on the anti-mage, who may actually want to know never mind, so farming in his lane.
Well, LC, he might end this game without a single duel victory. Feels bad, man.
Has he even duel period?
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Well, this time
they'll all be losses.
we're gonna see the Roche, and it's gonna go to LG. Nice orb here by FY, scouting it up. Paparazzi just want to run in, but I don't know. Coil happening on the back line here. Row in here, but he's just stuck. Viper takes up the Aegis. Fissura's gonna grab 2. They can curse. Echo Slam's gonna be great here. Oh, Chain Frost doing a little bit of work. The Ancient's taking some of that damage, maybe, on the front line. Tanking pretty much everything. Puck comes in. And, alright, Paparazzi's hitting relatively hard here, but once Viper comes alive, he should be able to clean up Paparazzi. And there you go. Lanham on the run as well. He'll make it out of there. He'll survive. Right, anti-mage is still a threat. You know, that
Not
team,
a bad fight, though.
yeah, that team fight was actually pretty good for Vici. They traded 3 for 4. Got the Aegis off of the Viper as well. And was there a duel throughout that? No.
Nope.
Shield's bad.
Oh, young 11 is on babysitting duty. He finds a target to press the attack on. I think he's casted more press the attacks on allies than he has on himself. I mean, it was a not bad fight, but Vici lost both their cores, and LGD technically did not lose either Viper or anti-mage. So, still not great, but it's signs of life, as people like to say in the biz.
In the biz.
It's grim.
I don't know. Viper just finished BKB. So, any chance of killing him is, I think, now gone. Anti-mage has Manta Style and is going for Ags. Is this a good Axe game? I don't think it is.
No. In fact...
It's a terrible Axe game, right?
Yeah. I mean, the main thing... So there are, like, 3 hard scenarios in which you don't build anti-mage Ags. I can't remember the third one, but one of them is Legion Commander Duel, because you'll reflect it, and then you'll end up dueling Legion Commander anyway.
Yeah.
The second one is Nyx Assassin, because if he activates Carapace and then mana burns you, you're going to reflect that mana burn, and you're going to eat that Carapace. And then there's one other scenario that I can't remember, but...
Is it the Huskar jump? So you could jump right back at him?
Oh, yeah, I have actually heard that before. I haven't seen it, but I've heard it.
But here's the thing, he's so far ahead that I don't think he minds getting dueled or jumped.
He doesn't.
Okay, the first blink duel, and now they're gonna try to burst him down. Oh no, this is not gonna be the clay! The curse is gonna be there, Lanham's gonna go down, the BKB gets activated, and now Somnus is going to work. Victoria blinks into a Chain Frost. Paparazzi, I think he will be the first one to go down. Yes, he will. On the back line, though, Ori will get a Reaper Scythe kill, and he's still alive. In the front line, though, maybe has not even moved an inch. He's just standing his ground, killing pretty much everything. Ame blinks in, standard anti-mage contribution. Ultra kill on maybe.
I just told it to you, and you still botched it. Typical anti-mage team fight contribution.
Standard anti-mage contribution works, right?
No, god damn it, that's not it.
Is it because it's the meme phrase? I have to say the exact same phrase?
Yeah, you have to stay true to form. Otherwise,
Alright.
it's like some interpretation of it that's not the true thing.
Well, you
I
know.
don't appreciate your loomy corruptions.
I mean, I'm a man from China and lost in translation or something like that.
I guess so, sure.
Yeah. Anti-mage has the Ag Scepter for them stats.
Clearly for them stats. Is there anything cute that he can reflect aside? So we said, I guess Scythe, he can technically block.
Chain Frost? That would be pretty sweet. Imagine he gets
Yeah,
that ultra
Chain
kill
Frost.
with Chain Frost, you know?
That would be juicy. That would totally make the
I don't
Scepter
I don't know why you
The
would...
problem is there. I guess the only cheap thing that he can use to, that Vici Gaming can use to get rid of the spell shield is Lich's Frost Blast.
Okay.
But aside from that, pretty much everything else is valuable in terms of single target. You don't really want to have to spend your Heaven's Halberd to pop it, especially because then you'll get halberded. You don't want to have to spend Life Break, you don't want to have to spend Scythe, and you don't really want to have to spend Duel. So it's basically just protecting him from Scythe, and Frost Blast is the only thing that can pop it off.
Yeah, I mean, I think we're maybe thinking about too much of the reflection part. The fact that he just blocks it is already, like, pretty decent.
Yeah, but then the question is, why not go for Lincoln's?
For them stats, dude.
Lincoln's gives stats.
Lincoln,
Lincoln's arguably
yeah.
gives better stats.
It does, and it gives you regen too, which allows you to kind of blink
Yeah.
without fear at all. So.
And he gives 30 damage. How much does Aghanim Scepter give? He gives 10 damage.
You want me
Come
to
on,
give
man.
you want me to give you Ame's speed dial so you could ask him?
I would like that. I would like that very much. You're gonna have to translate, but I'll get mad at him.
I'm gonna ask him about the
How dare
standard.
you let your team carry him?
I'm
You
gonna
should.
Our scouts
standard anti-mage contributions. You know what he thinks is that.
Well, right now he's quietly waiting. He's taking a page out of H.Y. High's book.
Jimmy Ho, dude. Jimmy Ho is the original king of the forest.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
Well,
I know
now
we're talking
maybe
about
is the king of the
anti-mage a lot, but Maybe it's a true carry. Let's be real for a second.
Yeah, he is. As he proceeds to go face first.
Okay. Ooh,
And doesn't even bother activating BKB.
Nice duel here. Winter Wyvern's gone. He activates the BKB and sits around for a second. Not exactly sure who he wants to focus. He's in a very awkward spot. Ame, though, lurking on the back line. I think he has accepted his fate. And he's dead. That was a questionable team fight from LGD.
I don't know why Viper didn't activate his BKB immediately. Like, he rolled in and was like, oh hey, you got 5 heroes next to your shrine. And then he just walked back.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of initiation power on Vici Gaming now. There wasn't for the first 20 or so minutes, but now you've got Blink Daggers up and running.
Did he have a TP?
On Liege Commander and Necro.
I think he could have BKB TP'd out of that. Yeah. Because I think both Duel and Chain Frost was used at the
That's true.
beginning half the fight, so.
Wow, but Chain Frost is no longer stunned, so that is not relevant.
Right.
But Duel and Scythe were both down.
Yep.
If that's what you meant.
That's exactly what I meant.
Of course.
Oh, Blink Duel, okay. 11's actually making things happen despite his poor start. That was a solo duel victory with only plus 14 damage. Previous
2 seconds on Blink Dagger.
He's out. Damn.
He's out. Is he?
He's out.
He's out. Okay, I think Ame needs to kind of join his team now.
Yeah.
He had his fun. He went to college, and now he has to come back home and do the family job. You feel me?
I feel you.
Alright then. Call him up then.
Call him up. Well, he's about to
Yeah,
get
call
called
him.
up by the whole Vici squad. And they want to do walk around. They want the Shaker instead. They understand that can't kill the anti-mage. Shaker joins, or anti-mage joins in. Easy duel. Who does he want? He wants a core. Well,
It's an Aghanim
BKB.
Scepter, so none of them take damage!
Oh, maybe that was the play, and now he kills everybody. Is that the true counter?
Dude, is that... Well, I mean, like, no matter what, it will always be an Aghanim Scepter...
Oh,
no mana
enchant
void.
totem. Oh,
An enchant totem!
they got him. River Scythe. Ooh,
Glimmer Cape, though.
it did get the kill still. Well, not the actual Scythe
But
kill,
not underneath the scythe, yeah.
but they got the kill on him. Well, I think
I guess that's the play. I guess the reflected... It used to be a thing, but then Aghanim Scepter on Legion Commander got changed, and everyone was like, this is a bad Aghanim Scepter upgrade for Legion Commander still. But the secret was that it was actually a buff to anti-mage. We're learning a lot today.
it worked out.
Radiant's middle tower is under
And
attack.
what was the phrase? Come back home from college.
That's
And
correct.
Contributing to the family.
Yeah, the family business,
Yeah.
which is kicking ass and taking names.
Is that the family business?
It looks like it.
I'm pretty
34
sure-
to 16.
Pretty sure Anti-Mage's dad was
Radiant's
like
bottom tower is
an
under
expert
attack.
farmer, you know. The guy who invented 3 crop rotations and shit.
Oh,
Yeah.
I like that.
So he's what was the RTC meme? He's a potato farmer or something like that.
Oh yeah. Artur Babaevsky.
Yeah.
You have to go and farm potato.
To
something
play
like
Dota.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
there
got
you
you.
go.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's some farming potatoes or something like that. Alright, Anti-Mage flying out another item. Nope, that is not Anti-Mage's item. That's FY's Lincoln's.
This
What do you-
anti-mage is exceptionally protected. I don't know why the game is still going on, but I'm liking where it's going just because I want to see how big this anti-mage can get.
Well, you can make an argument that he's already hit his peak, right? Sure, he could itemize a little bit more with the butterfly, but I think this is
He's going
about...
for E-Blade, actually.
Okay.
That's what I'm
Interesting.
saying. This man is stepping off the beaten path.
What does E-Blade do for you?
I think he mainly just wants it as a disarm for Huskar.
Okay. Oh, 11.
young-
Blinks out the Fisher.
Ooh!
Everything misses.
How does he get out of this?
He's got Force Staff,
There's
maybe?
a pike.
Maybe
There's
Force
a pike on
Staff?
Viper. There's
There
no
you go.
way. What? What the
Is he lagging? Seems like he's lagging a bit.
brain lagging?
Alright, they're gonna throw everything on him. And he did.
Meanwhile, Ame is quietly hunting his Earth Spirit. Oh, Abyssal Blade. Chop, 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 chop.
Alright.
At what point do Vici Gaming GG out? This is a straight linear curve on the net worth. Like, I see a little bit of a dip here and again, but it's pretty downhill from minute 1. You feel me?
I feel you.
Okay then.
I got nothing to add. Alright.
Well, they need to add an Aegis and a cheese to their inventory, and now, perhaps at 34 minutes, the first racks could be taken. Oh, blink, in, F-fly? Nah.
Anti-mage need to protect at tier 1, so he's out for a bit.
Oh, there must have been a lot of range creeps down there. He is level 25.
He's been 25 for like the past 5 minutes.
Yeah. What is the XP? I've been on freaking last hits this entire time. That's why I'm not the main guy. Let's see. Where is XPM? 786. Pretty respectable.
Alright, Ethereal Blade is online.
Oh, now this is the build. This is the quick buy that I like to see on an anti-mage.
I think he's just feeling himself a little bit. You feel me?
I feel you.
Shotgun, Dagon,
Shotgun
Mana Void?
AM?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Something
Hell
about
yeah.
he hates magic or something.
Do the ethereals stack? Like, if he's ghost shrouded and veiled and e-bladed, does Necro just like implode with magic damage?
I think the Ghost Shroud does not stack with the shotgun, but
Are you
Veil
sure?
obviously helps. It's all ethereal, right? I don't think there are
but
different
that's what
forms
I'm
of
saying,
ethereal.
Right. Oh, what a block. Huskar is boned.
Oh, Glimmer Cape. He's got a satanic,
Out of
so
detection.
he can fight his way out.
Yeah, but you want to use it right now.
Oh, there you go. There's that satanic on some
I
creeps.
steal off those creeps.
Yep, he's alive. I'm just gonna say a butterfly on anti-mage might be a little bit better, but hey, style.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay.
I think what he needs is a refresher orb.
Tis mine.
Dude, this man refuses to push.
There's 3 range creeps. Stop.
Oh my god, you're right. And a siege creep.
Yeah, there you go.
You just wait for 40 minutes and then we get dual siege creeps. Gotta call out my boy Fogged.
Why fog?
It's memed that Fogged always likes pointing out that dual siege creeps have spawned.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
You need to call your boy BSJ. Cause isn't he the LGD Ame fan?
Radiant's middle tower.
That's true. I heard that. As
Ooh,
well.
nice
Everybody's
kick in here,
kicking
but
this
he's got Aegis, so he should be fine. They do win the duel, they do kill him down, and the rest of the team will be fine, I guess. Ame blinks in from the north side. They're gonna try to go on Viper again. Viper is silenced, activates a BKB, goes right on Paparazzi. Nice fissure over the Satanic. Paparazzi trying to walk back. He's being controlled really hard right now. Anti-Mage blinks in, does absolutely nothing. And now Ori with the Reaper Scythe. LGD are perhaps throwing this game pretty hard. It's gonna be Vici Gaming walking out, looking for something. Duel is still on cooldown. Anti-Mage on the left side. And now the rest of the team is on the retreat. Yao is gonna get stunned up. What is happening right now?
Anti-mage has creeps to farm. Do you see how many range creeps are top right now?
Alright. That was
So-
an Aegis push.
Yeah.
I don't
The
know.
interaction between Duel and Winter's Curse is that Duel always takes priority.
Right.
Because normally you see 5 enemy heroes all clumped up like that and you're like, oh dude, I should totally curse them and they will all kill a target. But the best person to curse is the Legion Commander. and she will not be damaged by anyone else, including the anti-mage. And so sometimes as a Wyvern in those situations you don't really know what to curse, but then Wyvern didn't curse anything, even after Viper came back to life.
That was very good initiation though from the Earth Spirit, kicking him over the fissure.
Yes, that's true, it was.
Alright. 38 minutes in, Vichy takes down the mid tower with that Huskar. Should we begin to worry about LGD? Especially on these...
Not
Okay,
yet.
well, LGD Ame has changed out his...
Yeah, if Ame was still going for a meme build, then I'd be like, might need to start getting concerned going Dagon against a Huskar. But no, he
Recuse the
has
BKB.
wisened up. Yeah, he disassembled his E-Blade. It was just for giggles. Although this may not be for giggles.
Oh my god. Oh, gems
Can't
on the
get the
deck.
gem though.
You could drop treads.
Oh.
Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. This is... Okay, Fissure is available to help him out. That is going to be another kill. And now it's going to be Young 11 trying to run. They got the first hit bash. Flame Mail's activated. Body block coming out from Victoria. Juking left and right. Can he blink out? No. Another hit of bash. Triple kill on Ame. And this should be all they wrote.
I told you, the family business. Viper will just like, well, son, I give you now my inheritance. I'm gonna die now, and you're gonna win the game, because I've given you all the resources necessary. And Ame was like, thanks, Dad. GG.
Radiant's middle barracks are under Radiant's middle barracks has fallen.
If I could choose my dad, I do not want Viper as my dad.
What are you talking about? He's so protective. He'll always keep an eye on you. Several eyes. I think Viper has like multiple eyes.
Does he? I think he
I
just
believe
has
so.
two.
He's wearing a hat right now, so I can't see.
Radiant's bottom barracks has fallen.
Alright.
Radiant structures are
Alright.
I am disappointed that
top tower is under
there
attack.
was no anti-mage shotgun. But
You were casting doubts on it, and Ame heard that, and he was just
Yeah.
like, alright, fine.
I had him on speed dial. Ori blinks
Boss.
in, and so does anti-mage. Alright, there's a little bit of fighting action going on here. And now, anti-mage taking a lot of that damage, but he's just man-fighting. Loses the man-fight. But good old Dad Viper gonna finish the job. Fenrir on the right side. Okay, nice Glimmer Cape, keeping himself alive. Paparazzi goes in. Gigi's already called. Cheese gets consumed. Anti-mage back in the fight right now. Woo! Huge Echo Slam. Or rather, Mana Void. And LGD wins this game with a 37k net worth advantage, winning every single metric. How do you think FY played, apart from his like early game heroics?
Well, I think everyone had their own part. So FY was pretty important, I guess, in the first 5 to 7 to 10 minutes by keeping Huskar busy, and not only keeping him busy, but getting a few kills. Then Viper was important from like the 10 to 20 minute mark with his support of the Wyvern and the Earthshaker. And then after 30 minutes, it was still Viper, but then they had, like you said, the insurance of Ame's anti-mage. So it was like a baton pass throughout the game, and it was executed very well. VG Gaming never really felt in the game at any point.
I think both of us were pretty hard on the Vichy Gaming draft, but let's imagine that they didn't lose every single lane, or they did a little bit better in the laning stage. I think this lineup could have done much more. We saw that, you know, when they had a small lead, or rather, when they had a kill advantage in some of these fights, they were able to do okay. I think that if they did a little bit better in laning stage, Vichy might have actually made the game a little bit more competitive. But
yeah, but all the kill advantages that you're thinking of are always when Viper's dead. And that was my concern from the draft, which was Huskar versus Viper. And so,
Right.
yeah, every time Viper's dead, then obviously VG Gaming suddenly look a lot more potent. But I don't really think Huskar was the pick in the end.
well, that's gonna do it for Game 1. LGD easily takes it over Vichy Gaming in draft and also in play. We're gonna take a break, guys. Game 2 is coming up next.